SUVW post-game report.
Trevor Siemian got injured early on, but Brock Osweiler was fantastic in his place. 3 total touchdowns, including this 22-yard pass to Cody Latimer in the third quarter. Denver beats Indianapolis 25-13. And so the Broncos pick up their first road win of the season and improve to 5-9. The Colts, meanwhile, drop to 3-11. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll be joined on set by Von Miller. But right now, let's go to Heather Cox, who spoke to Osweiler moments ago. Heather.
Brock, congratulations on the win. You know, not much but walkthroughs this week. You just told me it's been 4 games really since you've taken any reps with the one. So how did you come out as the backup and have success tonight?
You know, it's just, I think it's a credit to my teammates. Those guys really rallied around me. The receivers made some huge plays tonight. Demarius, Emmanuel, Cody Latimer made some huge plays. The tight ends, Jeff Hireman, and the offensive line rallied. The backs ran their tail off. So really, my job was pretty easy. It was just find some completions, protect the football, and my teammates really rallied around me.
You talked so much about how glad you are to be back in Denver. Tonight when you came in, you showed a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. What did it feel like to get back out there?
You know, it's been a roller coaster of a ride, but I love this organization. I love being a Denver Bronco and being able to come out here, on Thursday night football and just have fun with my teammates, have some success and get a win. I was like a little kid in the backyard just having fun tonight. It was special.
Enjoyed this one, Brock. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Mike, back to you.
All right, Heather, thank you. It's cool to hear. Just natural.
That's what it looked like, didn't it? It looked like he was just having fun.
And get a win. It's been a while for him to leave the field as a winner. So Heather and I are heading to Detroit for Chicago-Detroit on NFL Network on Saturday. Then the second game of that doubleheader is the Chargers and the Chiefs. Huge game for the division lead in the West, and it matters a lot to the team you and Al will see on Sunday night, the Raiders, as they take on the Cowboys in one where the marquee looks great, but both teams better get a win.
Yeah, it's sort of win or it's over, really. And when you look at the whole thing, and I think the Chargers deserve a bit of a recognition here as well. I mean, essentially, a lot of the times they've been playing road games every week, even in their own stadium. You wonder now if those fans are going to start becoming Chargers fans out there because they have been playing so well of late. And the way they can play defense and Rivers is hot, maybe another team to keep an eye on.
The Cowboys, you're looking at Dallas here. Ezekiel Elliott comes back. If they can get this win, keep themselves in position, get some help, they could be looking at getting to 10 just like the Packers and say, why not us?
Well, and we talked about, all right, Aaron Rodgers, what if he comes back? What if Ezekiel Elliott comes back and all of a sudden they look like the 13-3 Cowboys we saw a season ago? So it's amazing, not much of the season left, but a whole bunch of good stuff before we get to those playoffs.
Yeah, a couple of weeks away for Ezekiel Elliott. So Dallas going through all that. We go through all those permutations. Something strange always happens at the end, which is why we love it this time of year. Week 15 of the NFL season, which began with a Denver 12-point win over Indianapolis.
Really? 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 Really?
See zero in a whole new way. Get zero down, zero deposit, zero first month's payment, and zero due at signing on select Volkswagen models. Now with the People First warranty.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the game. Do not change the channel. We have a fantastic new show for you tonight. The star of Jumanji, Kevin Hart, is here. Plus, we have a performance from Haley Steinfeld. And tonight's show, hashtags plus NFL superlatives. It's a big show. You don't want to miss it.
Thank you for watching the Volkswagen SUVW post-game report.
So a big one Sunday night for both the Cowboys and the Raiders. Nashville fan bases, big start. You'll see it all. Football Night in America begins at 7 Eastern Time here on NBC. Our final score tonight, Denver 25, Indianapolis 13. And coming up next on NBC, except for the West Coast, stay tuned for your local news, followed by The Tonight Show. On the NFL Network, it's the Mazda postgame show next. And now with Chris Collinsworth, Heather Cox, Frankie Deli, Drew Esikoff, and our entire team in the truck. Mike Tirico saying good night from Indianapolis. Thanks for watching Thursday Night Football.
Welcome to the Mazda postgame show.
It was smiles all around for the Broncos. They trailed 10-0 early on tonight, but outscored the Colts 25-3 the rest of the way to win their second straight game. Welcome in, everybody, to the Mazda post-game set. I'm Amber Theo Harris, along with Steve Smith Sr., Reggie Wayne, who is very popular in these parts,
yes, he is.
and Michael Irvin, our Hall of Famer. So the big story of the night...
Brockster lives!
The Brockster is alive.
Secret Santa took a week off.
Comes in first possession of the second quarter for an injured Trevor Siemian and has a fantastic game. What did you see from Brock tonight?
I mean, you saw Brock Osweiler throw the ball efficiently down the field. He went through his progressions. He didn't turn the ball over. That is what this Denver offense has needed. But at times, different guys have played that guy that's turned the ball over. He scrambled in there for a touchdown. He took opportunities that were open. He didn't force the ball. He threw the ball, this corner route right here. He threw the ball before the guy's out of his break. The things that obviously Houston Texans saw out of him that he did not display while he was in Houston.
One thing that I got out of Brock Osweiler, I saw a backup quarterback that was ready to play. He's found an opportunity. When his number was called, he was ready to go in and deliver. And he stepped in there like he thought he was the starter. That was a Brock Osweiler that we all thought when he signed the $72 million that we was going to get every week.
No, I didn't think
you didn't think that?
No, that all did not include me.
He tried to show that tonight.
Yes,
but he looked like he was ready to play, and you could tell his teammates when he scrambled for that touchdown. His teammates celebrated with him, headbutting. So they enjoyed. They started to enjoy that winning feeling.
And we got to talk to Demaryius and all of those guys in Emmanuel over here, man. And honestly, you know, they'll say the right things, but you can feel. They want to bust out the frustration. We can do so much more, and you can feel that. And we'll give credit to Brock Osweiler because in this situation, hey, he did show up and scored the touchdowns and didn't make any turnovers. But the catalyst tonight was C.J. Anderson in that running. 30 rushes for 158 yards. Wow. This dude here, he was a bulldog. Now this was the way he was running when they won the Super Bowl a few years ago. This dude right here running up the field hard, up the middle hard, getting to the edges. He really looked good.
He wore that coach defense down.
He wore him down.
He wore him down.
He wore him down. He kept it. Much as we talked about Brock Osweiler, he only had to throw the ball 17 times because this dude here controlled the clock, getting great yardage on first downs, putting them in short yardage distance on third downs.
And you've got to get credit to that man, Von Miller, and the Denver Broncos defense. They have now held the last two teams they faced to 13 points over 2 games. Remember, they shut out the Jets just 4 days ago on Sunday. We'll talk to him right after the break. Von Miller headed to the set, and a reminder that Rich and the guys will get you set for a huge doubleheader on Saturday. Lions looking to keep their playoff hopes alive, and then the Chargers and the Chiefs battle for first place in the AFC West.
Saturdays with the NFL Network. I can get down with that. PL, Lions and Bears when animals fight in the jungle. Carry a team, cause this ain't the time for a fumble. No. Detroit trying to shake in the playoffs. It's time for the rumble. Detroit, you ready? But Chicago is blocking the way to remind them be humble. Yeah. Hold on to your seat. They finally meet. Chargers and Chiefs. It's about to get deep. The West AFC. Who wants the lead? Look. If you ain't looking for the action, go that away. We lined up with a savage play. NFL Network Saturdays like, man.
The TNF postgame show is presented by the Mazda CX-5. Driving matters.
Gifts crafted by human hands move us the most, especially those infused with the passion of the people who create them. This holiday, treat yourself to a Mazda, crafted just for you. Celebrate the season with a test drive today. Mazda. Driving matters.
Tell me what's the most impressive thing you've seen Russell Wilson do on the football field?
As soon as he takes off, I think something good's going to happen. I tell you. Yeah, I'm not worried about him, doing the wrong thing as far as getting hit or getting tackled. He understands. He's proven that he gets it. But that's when the magic happens so often. And so when that happens, that's like, look out. The whole play starts over, and our guys know how to respond to him. And that's some where the real exciting things, are going to occur. So I get charged up by that.
Catch the full interview with Pete Carroll Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. But first, on Saturday, it is a doubleheader on NFL Network, beginning with Bears-Lions and continuing with Chargers-Chiefs. But tonight in Indy, it was all about the Broncos. Von Miller and that Broncos defense getting after Jacoby Brissett all night as the Broncos go on to win 25-13, their second win in a row. And the fans stuck around a little bit late just to watch this guy, Von Miller, who joins us now on the Mazda postgame set. And Von, you look at the past two games and this defense gives up just 13 points. We know you're out of the playoffs, but it appears that you're still playing with a fire and something to prove here.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? How can you not play with fire? I mean, this is our job. This is our profession. Whenever we come out here, it's easy. It doesn't matter what the record says. It doesn't matter about any of that. We all got individual goals, and we try to accomplish those whenever we come out.
Man, that was great. That was great. That was real professional, and you guys spoke well. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What is it really like to be where you are right now, 5-9? A couple years ago, you were on top of the mountain. Super Bowl champions. Talk to me about how frustrating it is going through this process.
Don't let that man trick you into that. Don't go there.
No, speak your mind, Von.
This
is a circle of trust. It's just us up here.
Don't let her lie to you either.
I would love to be undefeated. As you guys know, if you play in the league long enough, you're going to have seasons like we're having now. I feel like adversity reveals character. We got a locker room for high character guys. We win in Denver, and it's just a matter of time before we get back there. Brock Osweiler had an opportunity to come in and fill in for Trevor Siemian. You as a veteran guy on this defense, the top-ranked defense, what do you think about his play tonight?
It was great. Brock, it really hasn't been a surprise. When Brock's got in there, he's come through for us in the locker room. You can't tell if he's the starter or backup. He's a big voice, big-time leader in there. And, it's great. It doesn't matter. We would like to, have our guys healthy, but, Brock goes in, we feel good with that.
What's your thought on the quarterback situation, Vaughn?
He's wild. I'll play quarterback. I'll play quarterback if you come down to it. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I feel comfortable with the guys that we got. We got a championship quarterback leading the organization. He'll get everything right.
Well, I'm going to go a different direction. Me and Vaughn were in Afghanistan visiting some troops about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was telling us this story about raising chickens. And I was like, he full of it. Tell us about the chickens you're doing in a situation that's moving forward.
As you know, I studied, poultry science at Texas A&M in college, and I'm just utilizing my degree. Greener pastures, it'll be going commercial at the beginning of 2019. Humanely raised, organic raised birds. You don't have to worry about any antibiotics or doing funny things with the chicken. It's the healthiest bird in the market you could buy. Beginning of 2019.
How quickly can you ship a bunch of cage-free eggs to us? Because we would appreciate it.
Y'all be the first ones.
That's why you get to the quarterback.
Hey, Von Miller, thanks so much for joining us here on the postgame set. Good luck with the last 2 games of the season as you face Washington and the Chiefs. Thanks for being here. Much more to come here on the Mazda postgame show. Stick with us.
I know you're frustrated.
Welcome back to Indy, a big night for the Denver Broncos. 2 touchdowns for Brock Osweiler as he comes in for an injured Trevor Siemian. And the Broncos win this one 25-13. In-game total access coming up next. Here's Cole Wright with a sneak peek. Cole.
Thank you very much, Amber. That is right. Total Access Endgame right around the corner. We're going to take a look at some games with some big-time playoff implications right around the corner. Those Chargers in Kansas City, Willie, that one's going to be good.
It definitely is. Big game for the Chargers. If they win, they could possibly take over the division.
How about those Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers, DC?
A-Rod is back. Get excited.
A-Ron.
Get excited.
All right, and last but not least, New England is going to Pittsburgh, Sean.
Yeah, who would have thought we'd be saying, can Brady keep up with Ben?
Who would have thought? We'll discuss.
Total Access.
Wow. As soon as postgame wraps up, Amber Theo Harris. Back to you.
Certainly looking forward to that immediately after the Mazda postgame show. But we are looking forward to the big announcement from Michael Irvin. You have become a grandfather last night. Congratulations, Pop.
Yeah, granddad is okay. I don't mind being called granddad, because it helps me out. I'm a great-looking granddad, so it's all good.
Tell us about the baby.
Carmen is so beautiful, man. This is my first. I'm so excited about it. Elijah, Nikki is the mother. Elijah's my son, and she's just a beautiful, beautiful little girl. I just can't wait to get home and hold her. And yes, Granddad is going to spoil his first little grandbaby.
That's awesome, you
better
old
believe it,
grandpa.
Man.
You just
I'm
got
an old man now.
You just got your AARP card and everything.
Got my first in. Oh my God, she's so beautiful.
Does she have big hands? I mean, she could probably catch a football already if the genes were passed down properly.
She looks just like my son looked when he was born.
So did you already get her a little Miami Hurricanes onesie? And is she going to Miami?
Trust me. Trust me.
If the daddy looks like you, then that's an ugly baby.
Looks like my wife. Looks like my wife. I will say that.
Baby alone.
I will say that. The baby's beautiful, though. And thank you guys for
Congratulations, brother.
That.
That's a great job.
Look out, Miami. You're going to have another student there coming up pretty soon. That'll do it for us here in Indy as the Denver Broncos get their second straight win. They beat the Colts 25-13. Total Access Endgame is coming up next on NFL Network.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for watching the Mazda Post Game Show. Brought to you by the Mazda CX-5. Driving matters.
Gifts crafted by human hands move us the most, especially those infused with the passion of the people who create them. This holiday, treat yourself to a Mazda, crafted just for you. Celebrate the season with a test drive today. Mazda. Driving matters.